Hello, is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes.
Why do we start everything with singing?
Why don't you start everything with singing?
I get it from my mom. You can talk.
Singing.
Same with
Anytime somebody does a sentence or a statement, I like sing about the statement or have a song that's related to the statement they just made. And I get it from my mom. She does it all the time.
What's is it Enchanted? Where he's oh, please don't sing. Like how they keep breaking out into song. Oh, he sings too.
And on that note, welcome back to Five's a Crowd. I wish we had some serious music. Dun dun dun. Tonight is debate night. Debate night.
Just like, well, we have just what is it?
Like
Special Victims Unit.
Somebody echoing.
or like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Dun 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 dun.
Oh, and all the lights come in.
All the lights.
When everyone shuts up.
Welcome to debate night. I'm your host, Austin. I'm surrounded by my four amazing friends, Cam, Chris, Tony, and Zach. And we're going to have a bit of fun with this one tonight. If you guys don't know, if you don't follow us on social media, please do. There we will ask for you guys to give us input on what we debate on certain nights like tonight. So we're going to be taking a bunch of debate questions from our audience. You can also follow us on our Discord as well. Everything's linked always down below in the description. Before we start, guys, we have an epidemic on our hands. And I don't mean COVID. I mean our channel. We are being censored by YouTube. That's really no surprise. We like to talk about murder, conspiracy, all the stuff that YouTube does not like. So if you enjoy our channel, if you love what we do here, check out a memberships option. There's a join button below. Or if you're on Anchor, there's a support button. Or even if I've heard correctly, on Apple, there's also a support button now. So check those out. Really, your monthly contribution keeps us to who we are and what we like to talk about without having to worry about the censorship of YouTube. So,
Amen.
Amen. And I have one challenge for you. I want you to stare at me in the soul of my eyes.
This is
where
the camera
gets
really
close. It's going to pull in real tight.
That's what she said.
And I want you, if we make you laugh during this, to subscribe. Because I know we get like 1,000 listens, and we don't hardly ever go up on subscribers. Yeah. So hit that subscribe.
Come on.
And I'm going to start this off with one question.
Uh-oh.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Or no?
There's an
Yes.
I say no, but there's an exception.
What?
Yep.
Miss Piggy?
Yes, it is.
What?
There's this amazing pizza joint just over on
that's
Main Street
right.
called Lou's.
yes. Yes.
They have this delicious pizza called Miss Piggy's. It's very sweet and has pineapple, sugary. What is it, like sugar
Savory.
maple
It's
glaze?
brown sugar bacon with something else sweet, and so the pineapple just works.
Yes.
But other than that, no.
Yes.
No.
What do you mean? Pineapple definitely works on pizza.
No.
Dude.
As you guys all know,
Yes.
I don't mix my sweet and my meat ever.
Nope. No sweet meat.
But
But
sweet
with
meat
pizza,
is
I will.
amazing.
But I will. Pineapple on pizza, but it has to be like the nice, thick Canadian bacon.
So that's you do pineapple, Canadian bacon, and black olives.
Oh, gross.
That is delicious.
No, now it
Black
just got even
olive.
worse.
Now we're at a standstill.
We just lost him, fellas.
All that work Austin did on the intro. Well, thanks for joining.
We're out. Now you know the one of us is insane.
So this question, this debate
Ginger,
question,
let it go.
this debate question is from Haley Tutts with a bunch of T's. T-U-T-T-T-T-T-T-S.
That's a lot of T's.
The pineapple
Haley
on pizza
Tutts.
debate is massive in England.
That's more S's.
Really?
Yes.
For some reason, and this may sound controversial to our friends over the ocean, I didn't think they really had a lot of pizza in England.
Well, I mean,
I never
necessarily.
I just don't associate pizza with England.
What do you associate with England?
Chips.
A lot of
Fish and
things.
chips.
You got the freaking guards with the fuzzy hats.
Food
Look like
wise,
giant
food
microphones.
wise,
Food-wise?
Yes.
Escargot.
Fish and chips.
fish and chips.
That's all
Straight
they
up
eat.
fish and chips. That's all
it.
you.
Tea
That's
and
all you eat over there.
crumpets.
Tea and crumpets,
Fish and
Yep.
chips. There's your
Dessert.
breakfast. There's your lunch. What's your dinner?
Dude, this podcast is gonna take off because we're gonna get them raging across the sea.
Spotted dick.
That's
Crumpets
it.
are delicious.
A bunch
You
of
ever had
spotted
crumpets?
dick. Y'all
Spotted
get all the spotted dick you want.
Yep. And that's just because it's funny. Like,
That is a dessert.
It is.
no, we've
it's
had
a
it.
traditional
Yeah.
English dessert.
Watch YouTube demonetize us for that right
That's
there.
fine. Because we've got our members to support us.
yes.
Do they not use protection in England?
I kind of want to try it though.
Not on their desserts, no.
No.
No protection on the desserts. That's why it's spotted.
You don't want to try it. It's not good.
It's okay.
It's not. What's it flavored like?
What is it?
It's raisin cake.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I'd eat it?
But it's like, isn't it like, wasn't it like kind of pudding like? It was weird.
It was okay. But I've
was
heard
like
that
a
we had it
pudding?
wrong.
No, it's.
I've heard that we
surprise,
like,
surprise.
didn't have some like creamy topping.
I don't. No.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Okay.
You know what's really good over there?
All right.
Whip Yorkshire pudding.
Okay, but we're
that's
not
good.
on Yorkshire pudding.
Yes,
we're on
we
freaking
are.
pineapple pizza.
Well, you know, you got us all going on England, so
There's a lot of pronunciation right there.
Pineapple, does it go on pizza?
yes.
No.
Yes, it does.
No.
It's my
Yes.
favorite pizza. It's so good, dude.
It does.
Me and Tony will eat our meat lovers by ourselves.
You can. You are more than welcome to.
I'll eat your meat lovers.
Get off my meat.
Lovers.
Wow. All right, here's another one from Dancer_Mads.
Ooh, Dancer Mads.
Is it Nike or Nike?
Clearly Nike.
Or
Why?
how do they say it? Nick? Nike.
Nike.
They say Nike in
Nike.
Argentina.
They say Nike.
Nike.
Is it Nike or Nike?
It's Nike.
According to how I was taught in English class, it should be Nike.
Nike.
Like
Are
you
you
ride
sure?
a bike?
Because
no
Nike-
slant over the E or
Nike is actually the name of a Greek god. Greek goddess?
Well, I'm just playing
goddess of the
devil's
race.
advocate
I
here. I
believe it
know
was.
it's Nike, but based off of just how it's spelled, it should just be Nike. I mean, look at Mike, the name.
No,
M-I-K-E.
Whoever I see
So
called
yes.
Mike, I call him Mikey.
Nike is an ancient. Is
He's
the
got a
goddess,
point.
Nike is the goddess of victory. So therefore, you got to think Nike is Latin. So is that how they pronounce it? in
Not
Latin?
everything's English.
Yeah, geez, guys.
Hey, I saw a thing today on Reddit that said the top language or the top countries that speak English, and England was like 5th.
That's because they suck at it.
Have you seen? It's
horrible. Wow. Throw them in the drain, man.
I mean, they just throw U's in everything for no reason.
No, I mean like as their primary language.
Have
I'm
you
just
seen
kidding, England. I love you. You know I love you.
I love England. My favorite author's from England. I
J.K.
want to
Rowling?
go to
I
England.
was just going to say that.
It's because it's the only author we know of.
J.R.R.
No.
Tolkien.
Rick Riordan. He's
Tolkien.
cool.
Rick Riordan.
Is it Riordan or Riordan?
Oh, debate.
I'm gonna go with yes because I've never heard of
How do
him
you know?
until
Have you,
just
have
now.
you heard it said out loud?
No, but I call it Rick Riordan.
I call him Riordan.
It's
Sound-
pronounced
Riordan sounds better.
Riordan.
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 All right, so collectively, Nike or Nike?
Nike.
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 I mean, here's the thing, guys. Nike was founded here in the States.
Dang straight.
The owner has said it is called Nike. So henceforth, it is Nike, you freaking
right.
imbeciles.
That's right.
Now and forever.
Well, see, but this brings up another huge debate. Is it GIF or GIF?
GIF.
GIF.
Remember that?
I do, because that was in the last podcast.
Yeah.
God
Not
comes
the one
down,
right
"My
before
name
this,
is
but the one
Jod."
before this. Yeah, what if God came down and said it's pronounced Jod?
I call it a GIF.
I say GIF
GIF.
too, but the guy who created it calls it a GIF.
And he's an idiot.
And he's an idiot. See,
is
so we can't
peanut
take
butter.
all of them for their word.
So is peanut butter that's JIF, is that GIF?
Giphy.
What?
If we were to go off of his pronouncing,
gotcha.
because it's with a G and he says it's GIF. Dumb. Now my brain's all scrambled.
I know,
Does
I
anyone
don't get
else
it.
have a topic, a debate topic?
I got one.
Okay.
Is it more difficult to have 3 kids or 4?
Probably
Not there
4.
yet.
You'd say 4?
What was it, Jim Gaffigan, that said having 4 children is like swimming in a pool of
No, he said it's like drowning.
it's like drowning.
but instead of being thrown a lifeguard or a lifesaver, someone throws
hands
you a baby.
So in that case, I think we could all agree 3.
So I don't know though. They could pair off though with 4. You could have them pair off. Go do your little pair things.
Depending. Well, yeah.
I think with all kids.
All right.
I'll let you know come October.
Shut up.
What?
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. Congratulations.
Tony,
Bugger.
Yeah.
man.
And we didn't have to eat anything spicy.
We didn't have to eat anything spicy.
Great.
You didn't play around with this one, did you?
Oh man, you have no idea.
Look at him just throwing that out there. Ooh.
And to top it all off, we know it's a boy.
Oh! Family competition's gonna get real hot, right?
Please tell me you're naming him Jack.
Jack.
He's born in October.
Jack.
Please.
Jack.
I want it, Jack.
I'm telling
not
Jenny.
the one to
Jenny,
convince.
Jenny.
It's
Jenny.
Can his middle name be O'Lantern?
Jack. You're gonna ruin it.
Jenny, I want you to look through the YouTubes right now, right into my eyes. Jack. His name is Jack.
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 We
Yes.
collectively voted here.
He's
There's
been
no
named.
debate.
Henson Hereford, he shall be known as Jack.
Vetoes are not allowed here with that name. So Jack.
Yes. Congrats, dude.
Yeah.
That's rad.
Awesome, man.
I know. It's crazy.
I'm sweating for you.
Kelsey will only be like 19 months when this one's born. So,
Dang.
yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Oh, dang.
Remember, like 5 years ago, or was it? No, it was like I can't remember. It was like 3 years ago, maybe. You're like, yeah, we're done.
I wanted to be.
And 2 kids later.
one. I'm done.
I wanted to. I knew I wanted to. But
You used to give me all the talks like, yeah, I'm so happy to be done because now we can just move on to the next chapter of our lives.
yeah.
I don't want to be
Nope,
like
18 years left.
And counting.
Minimum.
We are for sure done now, though. We are done. Like, medically, we have to
snip,
be
snippity, snip?
done. Well, sort of. Like, Jenny just can't have any more kids now. So we're done.
Are you getting snipped?
I am going to get snapped.
Do you want me to come hold your hand when it happens?
Oh, I might need you to.
Can we podcast?
Wait, isn't she gonna?
She is too.
You're both gonna?
We're going to
Dude,
snip
they're
it from
taking
both ends.
every precaution.
What's the point? Why would you do that to yourself?
You got to take all the precautions you can
Dude,
get.
vasectomies can fix themselves.
It's true.
Can they really?
Yes.
They create a
Isn't that
bridge.
freaking weird?
Why do you-
Well, they find a way, man.
Why do you think my
together.
wife is
Always
still on
finds a
birth
way.
control?
What?
Yeah. I've been
Malcolm
snipped
from
and she's still on
Jurassic
birth
Park.
control.
Seriously.
Life finds a way.
Always finds a way.
Wow. Dang, that's crazy.
Now, not to, derail us too much, but I'm going to go back to the Nike thing because I found an answer.
Okay.
Go.
And I was really excited about it. Okay, so Nike, like I said, was the Greek goddess of victory. In Greek, the final E's are not silent, so they're never silent. So Nike, so like the name Irene, you say it Irene. Looks like Irene to us, but it's Irene in Greek. And then
like
you also
weenie.
have like Chloe, Zoe, Phoebe. The E is always makes a sound. It's never silent, so that's why it's Nike.
Boom. Mic drop.
Boom, roasted.
Do they have
But
a
we're not
lower-
gonna drop our
Do
mics
they have a
'cause they're
lowercase e though? Do they have lowercase e? So it could be Nike.
No.
No.
Oh, all right.
Okay, so this kind of brings up one for me. Because, again, going back to the creator of it, it is supposed to be one way and not the other. Toilet paper, over or under?
Over. We're
I
not
really don't.
Every
animals.
time.
I really don't care.
Over.
You're,
I have no preference.
You're an animal.
Who are you?
just when I think I'm getting to know you, you go and do something like this
This is the one debate I
and
never.
totally redeem yourself.
This is the one debate I never understood because I really don't care.
Oh, dude, it drives me
It matters.
insane.
It matters.
It doesn't.
It does too.
It doesn't.
It does.
It
there's
just,
not
when
a
it's
tail-
there, you just pull it, you use it, and you go.
Yeah.
You get nothing if it's
It
the
just
other way.
flips around. Yep.
The only time under is approved by me is if you have a cat
Yep.
or a kid under 2.
Yep. And even then, I'd prefer to just shut the door.
Same.
Yes.
I I take the dang roll off and just set it on the counter sometimes.
I'm
so
gonna
I can
come
put
to
it
your
back on
house
right again.
and I'm gonna take the little roll thingy and shove it through the side of the toilet paper, just to spite you.
You don't care? You don't care. Okay.
You don't care. You don't care. How about this?
Wait, what?
That's like
Yeah,
driving on
okay.
a
Take
flat
the
tire.
toilet paper. You can roll over or under.
Yes.
I'm gonna turn it sideways and run the pole through
Oh,
it,
okay, I gotcha.
and then it just spins.
That went different in my head. I thought you meant put it not through the roll, but through the actual paper, so it's like flopping the whole time while you're.
Like through the poofy
Yeah,
part of it.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
I
that'd be
gotcha.
funny too.
So it's like lopsided and like.
All right, if you're gonna play
just-
a prank, do you put?
All
No,
right,
I'm just gonna come squish all your toilet paper so that it doesn't roll nicely. It's flopping.
all right.
That
Let's
one real quick was from D_nice_1990.
Be nice.
We like
nice.
nice.
Be
She's-
nice.
She's a reg.
All right,
She's a regular.
Let's add on to this then. 1-ply or 2-ply?
2.
4-ply.
Actually, I don't care because I use the bidet.
Same.
I care.
So honestly, both these debates are moot.
This is why I hate going to the bathroom inside like a gas station or something.
Finger goes
it's
to the
all
toilet
one
paper.
ply.
Because it's
horrible.
literal. It's
Oh, when
literally
you say like
paper.
you're talking
Yes.
like actual layered like.
Yes.
Gotcha.
1-ply, 2-ply, 3-ply.
Quilted or plain.
Dude, I'd legit always get like, I think we get 3-ply.
We get minimum 2-ply
That's
quilted.
Yep. Yep.
I don't know.
Again,
We
I
get
use the
Kirkland.
bidet.
I don't know what that is.
I shoot the Kirkland's pretty good.
Yeah.
You get some good
See, and then I
Kirkland.
get 4 squares, fold them into one
Oh, here
square,
we go. The fold.
and then I fold. I get at
Okay,
least
okay.
4 wipes out
Fold,
of that.
fold, or crumple.
Fold.
Fold.
That's what I would literally was just right here.
Crumple.
Halls_R. Fold or crumple toilet paper.
Crumple. You just, I just pull it out. I just pull it out, and it's like a crumple wrap. I like wrap
I
it
got a
around my
hybrid.
hand a little bit.
Oh, you're that guy.
Again, this is back when I used toilet paper. A bidet.
I use it just to get the water off, but I fold it and
Sometimes.
then I like
Sometimes I
fold
just
it all
air dry.
nice, and then I crumple it. That way you get some ridges in there, you know. Get some ridges.
I
Really
don't
get,
see-
get a good.
It's like
No, folding is a waste
all
of time.
terrain.
Yeah,
It's like it's an all-weather
big
tread.
old toilet paper.
All-weather tread.
Toilet.
These aren't racing slicks, bud.
It's in a dragster here.
Folds like a radial. For real. It's just
That one's
I like
definitely
a
See,
little
off-road.
the crumple is like 4x4.
I get it. Good pun on words.
The fold is a racing
Americans.
slick.
See, but if you fold, you can turn a 1-ply into like a 4-ply.
Ew, but no. Once it's touched the butt, it's done.
Ooh, but no.
It's
No,
done.
I meant you fold and fold and fold, and then you make it a 4-ply, and then you wipe.
What's
I mean, but when I'm
touched the
crumpled,
butt.
it's like it's spread out. Like you got like a 2, a 6, an 8, a 20.
Do you ever
Depends on how you hit
do
it.
you ever check to make sure everything looks all right?
No, because I use a bidet. I know it's all right.
Wait, what do you mean check? Like wipe and then look
Do you
at
have a
it?
mirror? A mirror like pops out of the bottom. Like a mirror just swings out of your,
I don't
out
want
of your
that
toilet seat.
visual, man. I don't want that
like-
visual.
Can you imagine having like a little
I-
camera? Just like where the bidet is, you can aim it from
I was
your
gonna
phone.
say,
We
We got splatter. You have a little target.
You got a little joystick on the side, like a fighter pilot.
And then,
Oh,
you'd have to have
pew, pew, pew,
you'd have to have a wiper just in case you get splatter.
it's a smart toilet
Dude,
or a
this
smart bidet.
freaking copyright. I want to build this thing.
You don't have to aim. It has auto aim function. You just
It just finds the hole.
Yeah, it's like the
Stay on target. Stay on target. Use the false loop.
I've got you now.
system. The targeting system doesn't target that. It targets all the other stuff.
That's what, yeah.
Oh, so it's more like asteroids.
Yeah.
I've actually used a Japanese smart toilet, and it's quite the experience.
Does it like talk to you and stuff?
laser guided.
I mean, it's all in Japanese. None of it's in English. But like, it's like a console. Looks like you're on the Starship Enterprise. You got this console up next to you, and you push like the clean button, from what I could tell. And the bidet comes out of the back like this little wand, and it goes back and forth as it sprays your butt. And then that goes in, and then it's just hot air, like blow
gosh,
dries
no.
your butt.
I could
like
do that.
it.
Dude, it's great. And
I
it plays
like
a little
it.
song.
That make the BH start to kiss.
Dude, it is fantastic.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's like trying to go in an outhouse and you get that draft blowing up. That just makes me go, whoo, nope, I'm out. Not
Even
even shower
worse,
today.
You go to the outhouse, you got the Cropsy Killer in there. He just wipes for you. Gotcha.
Here's one.
Thank you.
gosh.
Yes.
Nightmares.
Is a
I'm
hot
never
dog,
using an outhouse again.
is a hot dog a sandwich or a sub?
That's a good one.
Neither. It's a
Oh,
hot
this
dog.
one. This one's from we've had multiple like this, but this one's from Bethany.Snavely.
Snavely.
I think that's how you say it.
Sounds like a Harry Potter
Is a hot dog a sandwich or a sub?
I'm with Zach. I say neither. It's a hot dog.
It's actually a taco.
A fluffy taco.
Yeah.
A non-pressed.
Think about it.
I'm thinking it's not in a tortilla.
What's a tortilla made of?
I don't know.
Flour.
Flour. What's
Flour.
a bun made of?
Flour.
What's inside that flour?
Okay, but
Flour
you know-
bun. Meat.
No, I make
What
my
else is on
tacos.
there? Cheese?
I do the hard shells, which are corn tortillas.
That is kind of
You can do
blasphemous. No, it's blasphemous.
You can
I'm
get-
a big taco lover. That's
You can get
blasphemous.
a corn. This is like an American taco.
It's blasphemy.
What's
Man.
blasphemy?
But if you had to pick,
Calling it a taco.
if you had to
No.
pick
Out
between
of
a
those
sandwich
two-
or a sub, if you had to pick,
Isn't a sub a sandwich
I'd
technically?
say
that's
sub.
kind of isn't a sandwich and a what's the difference between a sandwich and a sub?
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I'm
a
saying
good
you
question.
go. I'm saying you go sandwich or taco. That's a fun debate. But between a sandwich and a sub, I would say sub.
Sub.
Because typically the sub isn't cut all the way in half.
And it's more oval, long shaped.
yeah, I
right?
think in that
Elongated.
case,
Oblong.
it's a sub.
When
So
I think of
out of-
sandwich, it's just like two
Sliced
pieces of
bread.
bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sub.
Sub.
You could have been
Yeah.
like, is a hot dog a sandwich? End of quote. And then
Okay.
that'd be another debate.
Here's another one for you.
Uh-oh.
Is a Pop Tart a calzone?
Did you put meat in a calzone?
You can make sweet calzones.
That'd be an empanada, right?
Empanadas are usually savory.
I feel
So
like
there's usually meat.
I feel like a Pop Tart is more in the category of like a Hot Pocket.
But is a Hot Pocket a calzone? A Hot Pocket is straight up a calzone.
It is.
True.
That's true.
But they also have taco
So a
flavored
Pop Tart is like a Pop Tart's
don't.
a
They
dessert
Check it
calzone.
out.
There you go. A dessert
a
calzone.
dessert
I like it.
calzone. I like it.
Even though you have them for breakfast.
I mean, they're not healthy no matter when you eat them.
Fast.
I disagree. Just kidding. They're way unhealthy. Oh man.
I'm gonna say no on the calzone.
No,
No, I agree
not even
too.
a dessert calzone.
I've never had one.
You never had a calzone?
No, I've
Then
never
how
had
could
a
you-
dessert
Oh,
calzone.
I was like, then how can you vote?
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say Pop Tart. I'm like, what childhood did you live that you never eaten a Pop Tart?
The money they were saving on cable, they bought toaster strudel.
What's the one? Yeah, that's,
That's
what it
true.
is. That's a
we did get
No,
toaster
oh,
strudel.
yeah.
The superior
But they bring in that
bre-
little
Ah, here you
Swedish
go.
kid.
Oh no!
Toaster strudel or Pop Tart.
toaster strudel?
toaster strudel.
I'm gonna say
It depends.
Convenience-wise, Pop Tart, but toaster strudel.
It depends on the
Definitely.
flavor.
You can't even compare.
No.
yeah, you can. You don't have a s'mores flavored.
Just picture
toaster strudel.
biting into that
I
thing.
think
There
we
is
did
actually.
strudel.
There
My
is?
goodness.
And then you let the cream
good,
get a
though?
little hot.
Oh yeah,
know which one
melts
is
a little
good?
bit on the top.
There's a churro toaster strudel.
Okay.
And it's got cinnamon on
Toaster
it.
strudel.
Toaster strudel.
That's a commercial, wasn't it?
Dude, I am craving toaster strudel now.
I could eat one.
Did you say you put the frosting on top of the?
And then you let it heat.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with toaster strudel, even though Pop Tarts hold a special place in my heart.
I think Pop Tarts, honestly.
What flavor
Really?
of Pop Tart?
S'mores is my favorite.
Okay.
Kara's favorite.
Don't hate me.
Second place, just classic strawberry.
Don't hate me. But to me, Pop Tarts are like legalized cardboard food.
Legalized?
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing: is you always
As
put
opposed to
some
illegal
jam in the
cardboard
middle. So
food?
I mean,
yeah.
I could
would
say
be.
that with toaster strudel,
Touche.
with toaster strudel, you're getting a consistent taste. With Pop Tarts, I always eat the crust first because it's the least best part.
Desirable.
So true.
That's because you have to
I
power
take
through it.
bites.
And there's the one side where the frosting goes,
It goes
all the way to the end.
The other
Yes.
side, no. You think they'd figure that out by now?
Really? You did it on one side? You can't complete the other
You can't,
three?
you can't even just cover the whole thing. Like, why are we skipping on three sides?
Right?
What are we talking about?
You never noticed
Pop-Tarts.
Pop
The
Tarts.
frosting on the Pop Tart.
The frosting always goes
They
from the
jip ya.
top all the way to the bottom, like to the edge of the bottom.
Even
But the other 3 sides are
even the
frosting.
gooey middle goes all the way to the edge on that one side. Like that is the side I always save for last
the side
because
they
it's
clearly
plant-
fill it.
Well, it's probably because it comes out on one long conveyor belt and then they
just
chop it right
But
there.
then the next one would have it on top and bottom.
Oh, true. Maybe there's like
It's a conspiracy.
son of a
They're
gun.
just chipping us. Kind of like the mystery flavored Airhead I heard is basically just leftovers of the other ones.
Okay,
Well, that
hang
makes
on.
sense.
Hang on. Going back to the Pop-Tart, there's always 2 in a package. Maybe those 2 were a partner and then they chopped it in half there.
Oh, Siamese twins.
Yeah.
Creepy.
We are
twins.
Siamese, if you please.
Ding-ding. I think they probably removed that. I think they removed that from the movie.
All right. What's the consensus?
Toaster
Strudel.
strudel.
Strudels.
Toaster strudel all the
strudel
way,
against-
man. Even if
Strudel.
you get just crust, it's still flaky,
True.
It is flaky. It's good.
buttery,
Okay, I got one.
airy and light and crunchy and delicious.
Flat croissant.
I got one here.
Okay.
It's a little more serious. Maybe, maybe not. No one should ever tell a lie. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Disagree.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think it would be kind of interesting if everybody had to tell the truth.
This
There's a
is
movie
like
about
liar,
it.
liar.
But could you
seen
imagine,
it.
like,
No,
okay,
the other one with what's his name?
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais.
I saw
haven't
that
seen
one.
but could you imagine, like, the government not telling a lie?
We wouldn't have one.
Yeah, that's just it. Like,
I mean, really, yes. If it were suddenly, like, if we were to wake up tomorrow and suddenly lying was not a thing, everybody had to tell the truth, society would crash for sure.
It'd be a shocker.
But
I think it'd be
It
good.
would
it would
fall and then it would rebuild.
It'd
into something else.
rebuild, but think about what it would rebuild into if everybody had to tell the truth.
I have a hard time lying.
Now that makes you wonder though. Does that mean like lies of omission are gone as well? Like you have to say something.
I have a.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when sometimes people can
kinda
ask
like
something,
in
you
that
just kind of
movie.
just don't answer.
Kind of like in
You
that
don't want to
movie,
lie.
they
You
just
don't want to
just
tell
say,
the
"I
truth. You
can't."
just say nothing.
Just say I can't answer.
But
That's
you
not
can.
lying.
That's a lie.
Say no. It's like,
Did you answer?
Yeah.
Say,
I will not answer. I will not answer.
There you
here's
go.
the other thing. Being a parent, could you imagine not lying?
For real.
Like,
No, don't eat that. It's spicy. Ah, hot. Ice cream spicy.
like earlier today, we had to tell Micah
Your
the
poor
TV's
children.
broken. TV's broken. It doesn't work.
Yep.
I just say no. You can't
I think
do
about work, like how many times it's like,
wish.
oh, don't worry, that happens to a lot. No, you're an idiot. How did this happen? Like,
This must happen to everybody. Nope. Just you. First time I've seen it.
I mean, like, I feel like
I just think it would be interesting to see
I
nothing
don't.
but the truth.
I think it'd be good.
1000% it would be interesting.
I think the rebuild would be good. But yeah, society would fall. Would be destroyed.
I have a waiver every time somebody asks me a question I do not want to answer. This is my waiver. And if they say yes or no, depends on if they're putting their blood spot on it or not. I say, do you really want to know the answer?
Oh, I asked similar.
If they say yes, I'm free and clear of the sputter that comes out of my mouth at that point.
Like when I'm at work, if people ask me things that I don't fully agree with from work, I ask them, I'm like, do you want my answer or do you want Apple's answer?
That's good.
I'm like, because they're going to be a little different.
I mean, I don't know, man. It would be weird if we couldn't lie.
I think it'd be
Would
great.
be. But I always think of all the like, I mean,
say
the
a-
simple lies, like the lies you use to spare people's feelings that do no harm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just it. That's again going
Except
back
for
to the
taint your
whole. It
soul.
would be rough for the first
Could
little
you imagine
while.
your wife comes out? How do I look?
do you really want to know the answer?
Oh,
Sign here, please.
Do you think we'd just get to a point where we'd stop even asking people things?
Yeah, that's a good valid point. Like,
know?
if you know that no lies are going to come.
Like you'd really think about it before you ask somebody.
those
a question.
girls always seeking validation, like, "Ugh, I look terrible. And you're like, no, you don't. And really, you're like, yeah, you do. You look
you're right.
horrendous.
I mean, I've had moments where I've told people
That
the
is
truth in those
correct.
situations Because you know they're fishing for an answer.
Oh, 1,000%.
And I tell them the truth, and they're like, and I'm like, hey, sometimes when you go fishing, you catch a boot.
Lisa will ask me questions, and she'll be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to say what it is because I'm not going to incriminate myself. But she will ask me
happened
stuff like
today.
that. And I'll be like, we both know the answer. If you're asking me, that means that we both know the answer to this already. I know. I have a hard time. I have a hard time lying. I just don't.
That's one of those things you'd see on like a reality TV show, and she'd walk away, and he'd be like, I don't know what she was asking. I don't know what the answer was.
I just threw a Hail Mary.
You just seriously.
Oh man,
That's a good bluff, but then you're lying.
Oh, so
Oh, really?
funny.
What are we thinking? What are we thinking, Chris? Tell me. What are we thinking?
Do you really want to know the answer?
Say
it's a fail-safe.
There you go. And then, yes.
And then because they can't lie, they'd say no. And done. We figured it out. You really want to know? You really want to know?
I love you, honey.
oh man.
do.
Well, see, that's the other thing, though. I think we'd find ways around it like that. Like I
can
mean,
live with that.
I'll be perfectly honest. I'm one who either looks for or just easily finds the loophole in most situations.
I could see that.
Because, yeah.
I could see society, like if suddenly we were zapped to say, okay, you can never tell a lie. We would like start out telling the truth. It'd get rocky. So then we'd find that loophole, and then the loophole would turn back to lying. And then we would just be right back to where we were.
Therefore, we can lie again.
Then we literally could just ask each other questions all day.
It's like that. Whose line
Does
is
this
it
make me
anyway?
look fat? Do you think it makes you look fat?
Whose line is it anyway? Where they have to just ask
Yeah.
questions.
See what I'm saying?
Step 3.
I like that.
That's a good step 3. Step 4, break glass in case of emergency. Bail.
It's like, it reminds me of Fresh Prince when Jeffrey tells the dad, he's like, whenever you're mad at her, just go into the living room and break one of her crystal figurines. And they go away and you hear this like, Psh, yes!
Oh man. All right.
That was a good one. I like that one.
What's the best salad dressing?
Ranch.
Ranch.
Ranch
That's mood. Just depends on my mood. Sometimes
Or-
I like ranch.
or blue cheese.
Blue cheese has mold in it.
Yeah, it does.
I love blue cheese.
But it's delicious. I didn't like blue cheese until I went on my mission.
I like a creamy Italian too.
I just
depends on the
ranch
mood.
and blue cheese. You can
much
put
ranch.
on a lot of stuff.
Although I don't like that blue cheese tries to pretend it's ranch.
It doesn't. It was there first.
You see it and you think ranch until
may
you
be a
taste it,
lie.
and then you're mad. And that's why I think most people hate it.
Maybe.
Because they always think it's ranch.
could
And then
see
it's
that.
not. And they're disgusted.
It's true.
Mic drop.
Right? That's why I hate kettle corn.
I
kettle
love
corn is
kettle
so
corn.
How do you
good.
mistake
good.
kettle corn for anything else?
How does it not look like normal popcorn?
It looks like it, but
Oh,
it
just like
smells
plain.
It looks
so
exactly
sweet.
like popcorn. So I go to eat it and I'm like, this is sweet. I hate it.
But it's so it
love
smells.
kettle.
You can smell it a mile away, man.
Lisa
Which
converted me
here's-
to kettle
Here's
corn.
what's weird though. I don't like kettle corn, but I'll eat the like popcorn that has like chocolate and like M&Ms. Like, you know how people make like the fancy popcorns? Delicious.
Oh, curveball. Yeah. Put Butterfingers on your popcorn.
Oh,
Crumple
remember
it
that.
on it.
There's
Not anymore because Butterfinger sucks.
Dun dun dun.
What happened to
I
you?
will never forgive you, Butterfinger.
What are you going through?
F you, Nestle.
They are the worst. They
hit a
ruined
chord.
it. They took a perfect, delicious treat and they ruined it.
I don't know what they did.
Have you not tasted the new
Not
flavor?
recent- no.
It's straight up just peanut. And it sucks.
It's true.
I hate you. I hate you, Butterfinger.
Very passionate about this.
You should every time on Men Try. He has this rant. But
Time.
I have to admit, I did buy one just because of Cam and his rant, and I wanted to see if I could taste the difference, and you can clearly taste
So
it.
And it
marketing's working, huh?
sucks.
See,
So
I
did
wanna
Rockstar did
taste
that
an
too.
old.
Marketing didn't work. It's garbage.
I want to taste an
everybody's
old
trying
one
it
and
now.
a new one because now I've been eating the new one that I don't remember the old one.
Butterfingers?
But I gotta say, the Rockstar, the new flavor of Rockstar, is better
I
now.
haven't tried that.
Horrible.
It's so much better.
See, now you get it.
Oh, it's horrible.
Okay. What was the original thing that we just
Who
did?
even knows?
We're off in the weeds now, but I got a new one.
Oh, I'm ready.
Uh-oh.
Is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
caramel.
Depends on the mood I'm in.
Oh
Sometimes
my
I like a
gosh.
good caramel. Other times it's like, give me some caramel. You know?
You know what's weird though? I say caramel, but I don't call it Carmelo. It's Caramello.
That's
Candy
even
bar.
worse.
You know what I mean? No, that's a candy bar is a Caramello.
I call
I call it a Carmelo.
I call it Carmelo.
Freak?
I card caramel.
But do you say caramel or caramel?
I say caramel.
Okay.
Yeah, I say
I'm
caramel.
I
with
say
you.
caramel.
I'm with you. I say caramel, but I call the candy bar a caramello.
That's how I am.
What?
Actually, yeah, you're right. No, I do say caramello now that I think about it.
Caramello.
Caramello.
But I say caramel.
That
Yeah.
arguably the best type of caramel
The
It
runny
is.
kind,
Yes. Oh, it's so good, dude.
because you get all of the flavor, all the
as
perfect
opposed to like
perfection
a,
without it just like getting stuck in your teeth for days.
like a Rolo. Yeah, I think
Even
Rolos
me-
are okay.
Rolos
for me,
are all right.
Rolos are the worst as far as caramel.
No, like the suckers.
Yeah.
Suckers
the
that have,
the
like-
sour apple suckers?
Yeah.
Oh, that
That's
kind
the
of
worst
caramel.
kind of
That
caramel.
is pretty
So-
bad.
Like the junior caramels.
See, we all just said caramel. So there you go.
You see? Caramel, right?
Except for Zach.
Caramel.
Right.
I said
Okay.
caramel.
Oh, he said
Caramel.
caramel.
Just
There
making
you
sure
go.
he's one of us.
Collectively, it's caramel.
Caramel.
But I do have to say it probably is caramel because
I
there
don't
is an
know.
A in there, dude.
But again, though, like let's go back to another one that's famous: Data or Data.
Because is it Cara or is it car? Car.
Is it so? In that sense,
No,
though, wouldn't
hey,
it be caramel? Caramel?
In
Caramel.
Caramel.
In The Incredibles, her name is Kara. The babysitter,
Yeah, that's what I'm getting
her
at.
name is Kara.
Oh,
Cara.
Cara.
Yes.
Caramel. Okay, caramel.
Caramel?
Caramel.
Now let's just throw out all
Caramel?
the options.
Caramel.
Okay, here's a pronunciation one: Caribbean or Caribbean.
Caribbean.
Oh, that actually I think depends on the mood. Am I going to watch Pirates of the Caribbean or am I going to visit the Caribbean?
See,
Am I visiting it or am I watching it? 'Cause I'm definitely visiting the Caribbean.
I was gonna say,
If I'm
Now
going,
I'm confused.
if
Yeah,
I'm
you're right. The Caribbean. And then you're going to watch
Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
No, Caribbean.
No, Pirates of the
It's the
Caribbean.
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 Pirates of the
No, you
Caribbean.
go to the Caribbean.
Agreed to
You
disagree.
watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
But I'd like a nice cruise to the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean? Ugh, that sounds terrible.
That sounds like
fancy.
a knockoff version.
We should make it with the exact same
Late
spelling
night
and
special.
everything.
Pirates of the
It's
Caribbean.
Pirates
It's
of
with
the
John Sparrow.
Caribbean.
John Sparrow.
Or Jack Robin.
I'm John Sparrow.
Oh my god.
And he's completely sober all the time.
Right.
He's just a boring
bald.
character.
He's
Nice,
bald.
John
Wears
Sparrow.
no makeup.
It's Danny DeVito playing it.
I'm John Sparrow.
He's actually like a really good pirate. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, but no, I agree. It's it's funny because if I feel like if I'm gonna go visit the Caribbean, then I should be dressed like a pirate to go visit it.
Oh yeah, dude. They love that crap down there. They have a museum in Nassau.
Nice.
Is it Nassau or NASA?
Nassau or Nassau?
Nassau.
Nassau. I don't know. It's probably in a different language anyway. So
Is it adversary or adversary?
adversary.
Okay.
An anniversary.
All right, all right. Here we go. From Sammy K314. Is cereal a soup?
No. Soup has to be hot.
Does it?
Yeah. Have you ever had like intentionally
eat-
cold soup?
Yeah.
You eat cold SpaghettiOs.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
SpaghettiOs are a soup. They come out of a can.
They're meant to be heated. I just don't take that advice.
SpaghettiOs isn't a soup; it's a pasta.
It's in soup form.
True.
It's a
Swimming
soup.
in
Okay,
It's basically
so you
just
call it a pasta.
inside
What
of-
about like chicken noodle soup?
It's a pasta or
You still have
pasta?
noodles in that.
Yeah, but it's literally in the name: chicken noodle soup.
Oh, so okay, spaghetti soup.
That just sounds
that make it a
I'm
disgusting.
just gonna let this one play out. Hold on.
can argue with it. It's true.
Yeah, I mean, you got me. I'll take that one, but But I'm just saying the actual like product itself
Well,
is still
Comes in a
then you
soup
could
can.
say the same thing about spaghetti.
no, because
when you
spaghetti doesn't
put-
come in a can.
But when you can get spaghetti in a can.
I think spaghetti.
Since when?
It's not real.
Spaghetti, I think, is a soup because there's more sauce than there is pasta.
Thank you.
Well, it's the same thing if you do spaghetti and you put a bunch of sauce
Then you're
on the
doing
top
it
of
wrong, Zach.
So if you get a can of tomato soup
He just
Okay.
and you pour that in, and then you pour in some noodles.
Why would you put noodles with tomato soup? That's disgusting.
they call it SpaghettiOs.
No.
That's all that it is.
No,
You know
it's
it's
not tomato
soup, right?
soup. No. No, it's not.
He's a captain going down with the ship on this one. He's like,
SpaghettiOs is not made with tomato soup.
Yes, it
No,
is.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
What do you think it is?
Pull up the ingredients. Dang it.
tomato, soup, and pasta.
It's a tomato-based sauce. It's not tomato soup.
Tomato-based soup. Nope. That's what it says right there. SpaghettiOs or spaghetti hoops or spaghetti loops if you want to get real technical. If you aren't familiar with them, they're round pasta in a tomato-based soup that comes in a can.
Where are you reading this off of?
Off the internet,
Oh, because the internet's true.
It always is. You can't lie.
90% of the time. See that? Yep. Uh-huh.
That's cozy homemade spaghettio recipe. That is nothing. That is some.
So wait. If you're gonna make,
That is some person's.
So
no,
are we
you're
talking?
Not, you're reading the wrong
off-brand.
thing. This
we-
is from LittleSpiceJar.com.
Yeah, exactly. That is some random person on the internet.
Okay,
Oh,
what about like
okay.
okay.
Who's made their own
Campbell's Soup.
SpaghettiOs.
Campbell's Soup Company.
What do you do with that? So this says, it says, hold on, go back.
Wait, what did you see?
It's
I
a
didn't see-
contradiction. It says SpaghettiOs pasta, Campbell Soup Company. So is it a soup?
SpaghettiOs ingredients: water, tomato puree, water, tomato paste.
Which
Let's
is
look
tomato
up tomato
soup.
soup.
That's tomato
ingredients.
soup.
We're getting real technical. When the initial question was, is cereal a soup?
It's a soup.
This is
They
where
all
we go,
know these
guys.
are just starting points. We end up somewhere else.
Yeah, we're always off in the weeds.
Cereal is a dessert.
if you gave us any suggestions and you're mad that we didn't stick to it, you haven't seen enough of our
It's
episodes.
like you've never watched a single episode.
We argued for weeks on what we were going to title our podcast, and Off in the Weeds was one of those ideas.
Yes, it was.
Oh goodness. Hey, guess what you use to make tomato soup?
What?
Tomato paste.
Do you use tomato puree too?
That's
SpaghettiOs
just- you
uses
take-
tomato
you take
puree
all
and
tomatoes and
tomato
you
paste.
puree 'em.
You puree them, and then you liquefy them into a paste.
SpaghettiOs is not used with tomato soup.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
Campbell's, whoever out there listening works for that company, there's got to be one of you. Tell us the correct answer.
all 2,000 of our followers,
You never know.
someone's got to work at Campbell's.
There's this one guy
wait,
or
what's,
gal out in the
uh,
crowd
Comes from
like,
the same
yes!
factory.
Is Campbell's the one that makes the classic SpaghettiOs? And I can like picture
Yes.
the can.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Campbell's.
Yeah.
What's Chef Boyardee? Do they
Chef
make
Boyardee.
They make like ravioli,
Yeah.
which for
Okay.
some reason, I'm pretty sure the chemical composition of ravioli is only good if you're under like 10.
or less?
Like it was
don't-
only good when you were a child, and then one day it's just garbage.
Okay, I got one, but I want to go back to the cereal one so we can at least finish that up.
Well,
but-
one sec. I was going to say, you probably go to the Campbell's factory, and they probably have their tomato soup with one funnel over to the SpaghettiOs.
Just
Just going down the same line.
This one just adds pasta.
I'm now going to buy a can of each, and I'm going to test them next to each other.
Do it.
I will.
Film it.
I will.
Good.
Wait, a can of each tomato soup and
Tomato soup and SpaghettiOs.
Okay.
Well, SpaghettiOs is
try it
going to have
and
a
try
little
it.
bit more.
Exactly. It's going to have a little bit more. It's not tomato soup.
But tomato
No, that's-
soup is the
you,
base.
Cam's literally saying it's tomato soup and pasta.
Yeah.
No.
No, not in that sense. Like
I
there's,
mean, it's tomato
there's
soup and
seasoning.
pasta. Maybe they put some more seasoning, but it's still tomato
No.
soup.
There's more base to it.
That's like saying
it's
that
a
if I make
it's a thicker cream.
it's like saying if I make a turkey sandwich, you make a roast beef sandwich. One of them's not a sandwich.
No, they're both sandwiches.
Exactly. They don't have the same ingredients.
It's entirely different. No.
It's not. The same ingredient as the bread. And then there's something different.
We need a ding, ding, ding on this one.
What if I put fries on one?
All right, let us know down in the comments what you think. We're gonna kill this one. We're moving on. Tony,
This
should
one's the
get a
most
little-
passionate one.
dear God,
Little like bell.
We're done.
Tony, let us know
was
your
fun.
thoughts on the cereal being a soup.
I'm gonna
Cereal
go
is not
back
a
with
soup.
what agree with Cam that it is not a soup because it's cold.
Yeah.
I agree with that sentiment.
I've had cold
But
soup,
actually,
But that's what
but
started
like-
this whole argument.
though. Like
Oh.
a squash soup is served chilled.
But like malto meal is a hot cereal. So
The plot thickens.
So does that
So does
malto
the
milk.
You're not out of this.
oh balls.
Keep
So,
making this way too difficult.
okay. Does that mean that if the five of us were in a jacuzzi, it'd be a soup? Or more like a broth?
I hope I never find myself.
Dude,
with you
word just
four in a
came.
spot.
Froth. Froth just came into my mind.
Oh my gosh.
Pre or post shower.
Oh, why are these
I'm
so
still
funny?
I'm still saying cereal is not a soup.
Cereal is not a soup.
I
I
agree.
can't give a reason why, but it is not a soup.
I agree.
The same,
I feel like
same reason ice cream's not a soup.
I feel like cereal is sweet, soup is savory. That's my reason.
There you go. That's good. I've never had a sweet soup.
Yeah.
I've never had a soup with uncooked milk in it.
What?
You usually thicken up the milk when you're doing your sauce for a soup.
Like
okay.
cream of something though, like cream of mushroom, cream of chicken.
Chicken.
Okay, there's another good reason. Okay, so back on the SpaghettiOs thing.
No. That
Spaghetti
train is left.
SpaghettiOs with something like hot dogs, meatballs, or
Cold
SpaghettiOs.
straight out of the can.
Just spaghetti.
Just-
But like,
plain
but do you
SpaghettiOs.
want hot dogs, meatballs, or nothing? Just
Like for me,
nothing.
I loved my
I
SpaghettiOs
think
with
we
the
would
hot
do
dogs.
with hot dogs.
You know what's funny is how you give Cam a hard time for doing SpaghettiOs out of the can cold. I eat Chef Boyardee ravioli out of the can cold.
I don't know what's worse. That it's cold or that it's ravioli.
Maybe he's onto something.
That's
Maybe
like maybe actually.
maybe
you're right.
eating it cold is the trick. I
I've
don't
never
know.
had cheese pasty until I had a ravioli. It's like a thick paste in there.
It's supposed to be meat.
Yeah, that's what I was
You
thinking.
had
gonna
to,
say.
Then that's why it's
and that's why you never ate it again.
Okay,
I
a
mean,
meat
there's
paste,
cheese
then.
raviolis, but
like
the
a
Chef
meat
Boyardee
paste.
is a meat ravioli.
It's a meat paste.
Don't they also make a SpaghettiOs with meatballs?
Yes.
And it's
Yeah.
like the same meat that's in the ravioli.
Yeah, they're gross.
Yes.
Yeah, terrible.
Dude, I
See, and
love
it's
it.
funny, Brinley, she loves the meatballs out of that. She will eat the meatballs and leave the noodles. At the SpaghettiOs. Yeah. I'm like, why?
The noodles are the only thing
Although-
recognizable in that thing.
See, but so with SpaghettiOs though, I cannot eat them with a spoon. Like I have to eat them with Doritos. What? Yeah. If you haven't tried it, serious, regular cheese Doritos, you scoop, you actually get some on it and eat. Oh man, it's delicious. You will never be able to go back to a spoon.
That's how I eat cottage cheese.
That's a bold statement,
I eat
sir.
cottage cheese with salt.
Like
and
try
really,
it out.
when my Doritos are gone, I throw the bowl out. Like it's like, okay, I guess I'm done because I'm not eating those SpaghettiOs without Doritos.
Regular
I'll have
Doritos.
to try it now.
Regular Doritos,
All right,
just
try it
regular,
out.
or the spicy nacho Doritos are good too. But just regular nacho
Except they
cheese
changed that
Doritos.
recipe too.
Okay, I've got another one. Because Cam and I have already discussed this one on a previous episode of Men Try.
Oh, this is my wife's request, is it?
What did your wife request?
Oh, she did another one. Then I'm just jumping to conclusions.
Oh, okay.
Because she did one too that you
So
guys have
we
already
will stay
discussed
quiet
as well.
while you guys decide, and then we will chime in. Chewy or soft Chips Ahoy cookies?
Oh, just Wait, chewy or soft?
Or that's what they said, but they probably meant
chewy
chewy
or
or regular.
Regular.
This
Regular.
is from Merker_Victoria.
Regular.
regular, hands down.
The chewy ones are like, they taste like they've been somewhere just soaking.
There is
Like
something
they're not natural.
There is a chemical in those keeping them soft that is not right.
Yeah.
It tastes funky.
What do you think, Chris?
Yes, teacher.
Chris is going for chewy.
Let's see what he says. No,
Plus
I'm
the
curious.
regular dipped in milk. Oh, man.
Oh,
Yes.
you gave it away. I wanted to see what he was going to say without
Oh.
hearing the question.
Crunchy Chips Ahoy.
Crunchy.
Yeah.
You like the regular?
It's a regular.
Yeah.
Okay.
The blue.
Okay,
We're in
all,
consensus.
We're all sane.
We
Okay.
all like the crunch.
That was a good guess. Huh? That was a good guess.
Oh my gosh.
Next
Yeah,
one.
The blue bag, the originals.
Yes, way
Okay.
better.
Thins, don't they had the thin ones, didn't they?
Yes.
Thins were fantastic.
I haven't tried those.
They were fantastic.
Okay, here's one that's really good. I think we'll be in a good debate here.
Okay.
Camping or a beach vacation?
I had this debate at work
Depends
like
on the
a
mood.
week ago.
Camping.
See, that's hard because I love both.
I love
Camping.
both.
And Chris
Camping
is right.
on the
It's-
beach.
It depends on the mood.
Camping.
Never done that.
Camping on the beach is rad.
I feel like most of the time I would do camping because me and the son just don't get along for extended periods of time.
See, I want to say beach because I just absolutely love the beach through and through.
I hate the beach. I hate water.
But
I hate swimming.
I feel like
You also hate sun, huh?
Yes, I do.
I feel like with the beach you can only do so much on the beach as
And there's so
far
much
as
sand.
well, see, and I don't mind it that bad, but
Depends on
like,
the sand.
but as far as like, you can swim in the water, you can, there's some beach games and stuff you can play, but I feel like there's only so much you can do. Where with camping, you can definitely entertain yourself a lot easier.
I would prefer a
But-
lake in the mountains.
I'd have to percentage it. Like 90% of the time, I'm a camper, but there is that 10%. You're like
But is that because we live in Utah?
See,
personal preference, I guess.
there's nothing more peaceful than just out there camping, listening to Mother
Oh,
Nature.
see.
A hammock
Now
in the
there-
trees by a lake.
Hammock, reading a book, or just
There I
sitting
have
back
to
and
disagree
relaxing.
because I've done that and it's wonderful. But when we went to Coronado and sitting out on the porch at night when you can't see anything, but you can hear the waves of the ocean crashing in right there. Oh,
That's nice.
man. I don't know.
I'd rather
That's
go.
hard.
I'd rather go for the crunching of the twigs by Bigfoot and all that stuff.
Apples thrown at your face.
I don't know, man. I think I might take beachfront on this one. I do love camping. Like, don't get me wrong. I love camping, but I'm never comfortable sleeping camping.
True.
That's the truth.
But when do you sleep on a beach? Other than like,
You'd be staying at a hotel.
You got to drink more.
so that's the thing though.
If you drink more, you're
So then you're comparing camping versus a hotel.
Well, for us, yes.
Okay, how about this? Since it's somewhat similar, what if you had a nice RV camping or one of those really nice little tiki huts on the beach? So
bungalow?
kind of similar size, similar amenities, but you walk outside and you're in the forest, or you walk outside and you're on the beach.
In the forest.
I'm doing beach. 1,000%.
I'm gonna have to go
I love
beach.
the forest.
forest.
I do love the forest.
Forest is fun.
I mean, I'm gonna go with
Dang.
Chris on the percentage thing, but probably the other way around. Well, I'm more of like an 80-20.
I could probably
80
say
beach.
50-50.
80 beach,
like them
20
both.
camping.
It depends on the mood too.
Nope. I'm 100%.
You got
See,
no
camping.
kids. What are you doing?
Camping.
Beach.
See, I love exploring though. Like I love climbing rocks and going through trees
do
and
that on
finding
the
random
beach.
crap. Beach, you
Have you ever
find
climbed
sand
like
and
the
water.
cliffs and stuff on the sides of the beach?
Yeah.
And gone into the tidal pools? That's really cool.
See,
Yeah.
I think the reason why I'm going to go more beach than camping
Right near
is,
the beach.
is again because of living in Utah. I camp once a year, almost guaranteed, if not more than once a year. Like I love it that much that I can go all the time, but at the same time, I'm familiar with it. Where a beach, I truly feel like I'm on vacation with a beach.
A little more exotic to you.
I do
Yeah.
love some tropical places, so that's why I'm like 50-50.
Have you ever slept in one of those hammock tents? Just set the
No.
hammock up and then you put the tent over it.
No, but I've just slept in a hammock.
Have you
I
seen
love
those
it.
ones where they like are attached to the side of the cliff?
Yes.
And it's like
Yeah.
a little hammock.
Yeah.
Oh man, I couldn't do it.
Wild.
Every little sound of it. Tink. What was that? Like just
You hear rocks falling. You're like, is that my anchor?
all right, I got one.
Okay.
Children shouldn't be allowed to have cell phones until they are over 18. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
I'm going to disagree and say 16.
I think
I
it
would
should
even
be a
say
limited
earlier
access.
than that.
I want to say I had my phone before I was 18, and that was before they were like super standard.
I got mine when I was 17.
I got mine when
I think I was 17 too. So just by that precedent, I'd have to say sub 18. But how young? What would you say is the good
That's the
age?
hard thing, because I remember growing up, I always said, I was like, my kids aren't going to have phones until they're like 18 or whatever. But nowadays, like, tech is such a big part of everyone's life. I feel like there's a part where you are almost doing a disservice to them if they don't have it and don't know how to work it because it's everywhere. But there's ways to also limit and protect them from things.
Yeah.
And the fact that who knows what's going on with a phone, you have a GPS on your kid. You know where they are. You can make sure they're safe, like things like that.
True. You know, there's been times even with Brindley now that Jenny and I have, like on my days off, that's kind of when we get out and run our errands while the kids are in school. And there was one day we had like one more stop to make, but we knew the kids were almost out of school. And so we called a neighbor to pick them up, but we were just saying it would be nice if we could just text Brindley directly.
exactly.
And just say, hey, just let yourself in the house. We'll be home shortly, blah, blah, blah. You know, something, have that communication.
See, I think the debate's almost moved. It's not when can the kid have a cell phone, it's when should they be allowed to use social media.
Yeah.
That's something I'm pushing to like 16, 18. Because the longer I can keep them away from it and they can develop their sense of self before they get into that crap, the better. Because I watch people in my personal life who are young, and I see the weight that it puts on them having that access to all these fake people.
Yes.
Terrible.
I see the weight it puts on people who are our age. I mean,
It's true.
people you grow up in
100%.
people you grow up in high school, you have one person who's making 6-figure income and well off and can buy this and that and do whatever they want, and then you got someone else who's trudging along and working hard every day of their life. And I've even done it before where I've looked at someone and going, wow, like you're 2 years
how are
younger
you
than
doing
me.
this?
I went to school with you. Like, how are you doing this? And yet I'm over here working my life away.
Yeah, but
And
then
we
you don't
did the same
see-
thing. You didn't go to college. I didn't go to college. Why are you? But I don't see. I just see
you
the
don't
fancy
see everything.
part. Yeah.
Like perfect example. There's this couple that I saw on TikTok, and they gained a lot of steam. They got really popular really fast. They were really cute couple. Everyone's like, oh, couple goals. You guys are amazing. Like, they were really cute.
Who is this?
I can't remember their name. It's this dark haired girl. She would every once in a while like act like her Hispanic mother, and it was really funny.
Oh, okay.
Or she'd act like her husband, like pretend to be him and come in and stuff, and it was really funny. Out of the blue one day, they posted something. They're both crying. They got a divorce. They were this like perfect couple on TikTok, skyrocketing, and out of nowhere, we're getting a divorce. We can't make it work.
Well, and that's that. I mean, so Jess and I vlog, and you and your wife vlog, and we always try and be real in the sense that we always say we don't show when we're being imperfect because
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not at the forefront of our minds. You know what I mean? Like, we're trying to work on ourselves, our relationship, taking care of
Exactly.
our kids. Like, when you watch a vlog, it is the highlights of that day. Like, it is none of the sad. And so, like, we like to iterate to our following on a lot that, like, hey, we're not perfect. Don't let this fool you.
Oh yeah, you didn't see me sitting for 2 hours with Cheeto crumbs all over my chest watching TV. I didn't film that part.
Yeah. It's just, it's not the exciting parts.
See, and sadly, that's why I don't post to social media a lot, because it's like I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, well, my life's great. I have nothing to complain about. I love my life,
Just have
but I
nothing to
don't
show
have
for
any
it.
of those like peaks where it's like this is worth sharing, Where
That's-
like
yeah.
it's a peak to me, but it's like why would anybody else care? Like, oh, my child took their first steps. That's amazing to me, but it's like I'm not going to post it. It's nobody
Well,
else cares about that.
And I've found growing up with this, because we grew up with it. Like our generation was in the beginning of it all. Like we grew up with
MySpace.
it. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I got to a point really early on, especially going to concerts, because everybody would post their concert footage. I got to a place where I was like, you know what, this is for me. Like this moment is mine. And I could film it, but I also tried not to film too much because I wanted to be there, present, and like I'm still that way. Some things I'm like, no, this is just for me. This is something
yeah.
special to me. I don't need to tell the world about it.
Well, heck, when we were just in Alani, the first few days that we were there, we didn't vlog at all. And there are some moments that happened that I'm like, this is just for me. Like this is perfect.
Yeah.
And I don't need to share every perfect moment with the
Yeah.
world.
And sometimes it almost ruins a moment where it's happening. You're like, wait, let me hold on.
Yeah.
Like it almost
yeah.
ruins it. And so you're like, no, just let it go. I just
Especially
want
with
to see it
kids.
happen.
You're like, wait, smile. I don't want to smile. And you get that like just showing their teeth and you're like, never mind. And then, now you're all on.
no, I don't like you. Get out of here.
It's not cute anymore.
You ruined it.
I like candid pictures
yeah.
and stuff.
Candid,
same.
Candid's my favorite. Yeah.
All right. I didn't mean for that one to go that.
No, I don't
was
even.
great.
Oh, but yeah. So what age? What age we thinking here? Because
So like I said, I honestly we gave
I would say 13, 14 maybe.
Kaylee already had a phone, but that's because she had it before
She has parents who work for Apple.
how old was she?
So, she was, I think she was like 5 when she had one, and it was just because they had an extra one in the house and they just gave it to her to play games on. It was like an iPod. So that's the thing is she has a cell phone, but it doesn't have cell phone service.
Okay.
So she has a phone, but she can play Roblox on it. She can watch YouTube Kids or whatever, but she can message. She doesn't have any kind of social media that we let her get on her phone.
Do they still
And when
make
she-
dumb phones?
Yeah.
I would do that for Alden.
See, that's
Yeah.
that's what we're planning on for Brindley, but we're gonna give it another year or two.
Well, and that's the thing
Yeah.
too. Like you could honestly give them iPods or something like it, to where it's all the capabilities of a smartphone, and you can lock it in many ways, but it's not a cell phone.
There's going to be rules too. It'll be like when it's
Uh-huh.
bedtime, it goes on the counter. It doesn't
yeah.
go up.
Well,
on the-
I mean, there's so many parental guidance features now that you can literally have the phone do whatever you want it to
Oh, yeah.
prevent them from doing anything.
Kaylee
But you don't
gets-
want them to. So like,
Kaylee gets 2 hours of screen time per day, and then everything locks. It also is shut down between the hours of 8:30 and at night and in the morning.
like
So
you
she
can
can't
you
do
can
anything.
lock it down hardcore.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
And I think that's where the biggest issue comes is it's not necessarily the age, it's the guidance that they have.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and if your kids, if you don't know how to lock that stuff down, that's on you. You need to figure
Oh, yeah.
that out, and you need to make sure they're not getting into apps that they shouldn't have.
And how much? Because like I said, she only gets 2 hours a day, but we notice a difference if she's getting more screen time versus less.
Oh yeah,
Like
you
in
notice
the way
that
she
in,
acts,
even 2-year-olds.
in her attitude towards us. Like you see a difference in that, and so that's really where it comes down to. Like I said, I think it's fine that kids have cell phones because you can reach them, you can know where they're at, you can protect them, but you can also lock down and make sure they're not getting into stuff like social media until they're much older.
yeah.
Well, heck, just the other day when we got home from the 6-hour flight from Hawaii, you know, Micah's sitting there watching TV the whole time. She gets home, she's just like begging to watch shows, begging. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, that's it. No shows at all today.
And
And,
they
then,
get,
and
like-
then
and
even
they
the
get
next day, we're like, nah. And then it was like, okay, we
Need
can
that
start today.
cleanse. Like,
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it's
And
like
it-
a drug. They get so mad.
oh,
Yeah.
it's
Especially
so
if they've
true.
been doing it a long time, they get real pissed. If it's a short time, they're not as mad.
Yes.
It's wild.
Anyway, next one. Sorry, that was
Okay,
that was
one
off
went
on
a
the
lot,
rails.
That was a
lot
good one.
deeper than
That's
I
a good one.
expected it to.
Plain M&Ms versus peanut M&Ms.
Peanut.
Peanut butter.
And
That wasn't
jelly.
a
That wasn't an
question.
option.
Peanut butter.
Peanut. Ooh, I do love peanut M&Ms.
Peanut M&Ms are incredible.
Out of those choices, peanut.
Yes. Out of all M&Ms,
Peanut
Peanut
butter.
or peanut butter?
peanut butter.
Peanut.
Peanut butter.
I'm gonna say peanut.
Really?
Dude, peanut
It's
butter
honestly-
is way too heavy.
So good.
It's honestly real close. It's real close.
Kind of whether or not you want the crunch or you want the creaminess. So creamy peanut butter or chunky peanut butter.
Chunky.
Whatever happens to be available, it's
Creamy.
going to be. Yeah, but out of those two, peanut or peanut butter, it's just whatever one I happen to have on hand.
You know what else is really good? The crispy ones in the green bag.
those ones
No,
good.
those
Yes.
are terrible.
Those are good
they're
too.
so good.
They're not bad.
Yeah.
You know which ones I really like that I definitely feel like I'm the minority is the caramel.
I knew you were going to say
No,
that because they
you.
suck.
Yep.
They do suck.
I love the caramel.
They got the crappy caramel in them. If they had the caramello caramel, 100%.
The pretzel ones were good too, but I don't think they
They
make those
were.
anymore.
Remember those?
Yeah, the
What were the
pretzel
puff
were
ones?
really
The
good.
ones that had like the rice in the middle of it.
That's
That's
what he
the
was
green
talking
bag.
about. That's
Crunchy.
the
Wasn't it a
crispy.
blue bag?
They were in a blue bag, and then they switched to a green bag.
Yeah,
Okay, I
they
like
switched to
those.
green, yeah.
Have you tried the fudge ones? They have fudge.
Maybe. Isn't it
Or
a brownie?
brownie,
Yeah,
yes.
I've had that one.
Those ones are good.
They're not bad.
Those are good.
Okay, with that though, peanut butter M&Ms or Reese's Pieces.
Peanut butter.
Peanut
Peanut
butter
butter
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
I'm
never
the
liked Reese's
minority on
Pieces.
that.
What?
I like Reese's Pieces.
Here's the
do
thing
too.
I don't like about Reese's Pieces. They don't have chocolate.
Nope.
No.
It's just all peanut butter.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
But it's a savory peanut butter. It's good.
See,
I
when
got Reese's Pieces.
on the subject of Reese's, my favorite are the cups, the ones that are like yay big.
The minis, the miniatures.
Yeah, not the mini minis, not the ones
No,
that
no.
are like
Like the classic miniatures.
the
in
classic
little foil.
miniatures that are each individually wrapped.
See, this was Kara's choice because you guys have done this before. She said the regular Reese's peanut butter cups or the holiday ones, the promotional, like the Christmas tree, the jack o'
Oh,
lanterns.
no.
The
That's way too
eggs.
much peanut butter. That's again going
I
back to the
love the egg ones.
The holiday ones are the best ratio.
are. They
dude.
are.
The
They are.
best ratio.
I agree.
Peanut butter to
Kara
peanut
says the same
chocolate.
thing. I'm about the original.
No.
There's
me.
too much peanut butter in the other ones.
It's perfect.
I think so too.
There's even too much peanut butter in the originals.
Yeah,
I
it's-
have to be the miniature.
Or the miniatures. Yeah, the miniatures are
The
actually
miniatures,
great.
man, they
I like the promotion.
because I like a little more chocolate than peanut butter.
The
Yes.
trees, the hearts, the eggs,
Oh,
the
the
pumpkins. All of those are the best, dude.
They are.
Nope.
Okay. On that note, Twizzlers or Red Vines?
Twizzlers. Hands down.
Red
Twizzlers.
vines.
Neither.
Red Vines.
Red
I
vines.
hate licorice.
Red vines are too soft.
Oh, they're amazing.
They are good.
Oh, and when you use them as a straw for milk,
Ugh.
and it turns your milk kind of a strawberry milk.
I mean, that's maddening. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
And you lost me.
And
You ever
lost
did
me.
that as a
No.
kid?
Absolutely
It's
not.
disgusting. It turns them
I've seen
hard,
it.
and crunchy,
But, ew.
and moist.
Red
Twizzlers.
vines.
Or the Twizzler nibs. Ooh.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, Twizzler
See, the
nibs are
nibs.
delicious.
Nibs are good.
Nibs are good. Okay, but with red vines, do you
I don't like
remember?
Twizzlers
Do you
at
remember
all.
Choco vines?
Hated them.
Gross.
But you remember them?
Yeah,
It's terrible.
They're nowhere to be found. They were my
'cause they
absolute.
suck.
They were
That's
so
why
good.
you go to Twizzlers and get the chocolate Twizzlers.
They
Oh
tasted
my
like brown
goodness.
wax.
Ew.
I thought so.
All gross.
Ooh, ooh.
Okay,
ooh,
okay,
ooh,
okay.
Ooh, ooh. Go ahead. I got one.
I was
too.
going to say regular Skittles or tropical.
Neither.
Tropical. 1000%.
Tropical.
I'm not a big
It's the
Skittles
superior
person.
flavors.
No.
So true.
So
Skittles
good.
are just meh.
I don't think I've ever had tropical.
If I
What
had,
is
Blue
wrong
bag.
with
It's
the
a blue
blue
bag.
bag?
There was
This
the
is
red, the
bluish.
purple, or the blue.
Man.
oh, then purple.
Purple or blue?
Blue.
Wildberry
Still blue.
or tropical?
Still blue.
Probably
Love
wildberry.
tropical.
Blue
dude.
is good.
Oh, it's so good.
Wildberry.
I haven't even had tropical Skittles in years. I need some tropical Skittles.
All right. Costa Vida or Cafe Rio?
Costa Vida, hands down. And I will tell you why.
Hold up. Let's see. Vote.
Cafe Rio.
Okay.
Cafe Rio.
Yes. Do I have to pick one?
Yes.
They're equal to me.
What? Get out of
There's
here.
differences.
Go ahead.
Costa Vida.
Costa Vida too.
And there is one thing that Costa Vida has that Cafe Rio doesn't. Their mango salsa. And you get a sweet pork burrito
Ew, no.
with the mango salsa.
And you
Oh
lost him.
My
You lost me
goodness.
with that sweet meat.
Dude, I
You
love
lost me at
sweet
May.
meat.
Dude, sweet pork burrito with the mango salsa. You get it on the inside of the burrito and smothered on top. Oh my!
My reason is
goodness.
selfish.
I'm gonna have to try that.
It is delicious.
Cafe Rio, I like the steak. Their steak a lot better than I do
think-
Costa Vida.
I used to be
Wait,
a
so
Cafe
you two
Rio
are
guy.
Cafe Rio,
Yes.
Costa Vida.
Yep.
What was
Costa
yours?
Vida.
Costa.
You're the tiebreaker, bud.
I used to be a Cafe Rio guy. Used to be.
Uh huh.
But then I had a Costa Vida salad, and that takes the cake.
Dude, I feel like the meat, the Cafe Rio meat is better.
Nope.
Nah. No, I mean with the meat on the salad
Oh yeah.
at
But
Costa. So good, dude.
See, I guess I just need to branch out a little bit more at both of them and just see, because I'm right down the middle. I really do not taste a difference between the two.
Wow, is this the first thing that we have no
tiebreaker.
we have no tiebreaker? We have a guy down the middle and two on both sides.
Yep. Oh man. Okay. Beto's or Rancheritos.
They're the same.
That's the
But
same.
if I have to go anywhere, it's Rancheritos.
That makes
They're exactly the same.
you
but I'm
blew up
going
your
to
own
Rancheritos.
argument. You don't make a wee bit of sense.
It's one contradiction, eating another.
Just saying.
Okay.
Okay, if I have to choose, I would choose Rancheritos over Beto's.
You know what?
But I would not be disappointed if I had to go either or.
If I had to tell you which one was a Rancheritos, I couldn't tell you because they're all Betos to me.
Yeah.
Like you could get a
Like-
burrito
like
from
if
each
I
one.
say-
I
Hey,
call them the same.
I don't know
Whatever's
what this
closer.
one. I don't know what the heck this one is over here. but
Rancheritos.
It's a Betos.
It's Rancheritos.
Do you want Betos? That's where I'm going.
Well,
Actually,
that's the
here's-
thing is you say it. It's just whatever the closest thing is.
Isn't
we're
it,
going to it.
Wasn't
Here's
it
the
like
difference.
husband and wife and they split up?
Brothers
I've
or
heard all
something
the
like that.
legends.
Brothers or
All the legends.
Here's
Yeah,
the
no one
difference.
truly knows. It's all word of mouth.
The one biggest thing I've noticed is Rancheritos gives you more for your portions. Beto's
I think that's
skimps.
just. I just think that's
See,
location.
here's the thing, though.
It
That
could
that
be,
is the
but-
thing. Location is key.
like,
Yes.
is the one by you? Is that a Rancheritos or a
That's
Betos?
a
Rancheritos.
Rancheritos.
Okay, so
No,
the one
the
and
one
the one
by
over
me is
Yes,
Rancheritos.
there's-
Riverdale?
No,
Or not
No.
Riverdale. I mean, in Roy.
Right there.
That's
is
Rancheritos.
That's
Yes,
Rancheritos.
That's Rancheritos.
It was, and what's the one over
Promise you
here?
it's Rancheritos.
This one's Rancheritos.
See, I wouldn't know.
Are you what?
There's a Beto's
Positive.
in
I swear that used to be a baby.
Clearfield.
It used to be.
Where the heck is there a Betos around here? Am I just calling
There's some
all
in
of the
Ogden, there's some-
Rancheritos?
Well, here's the thing. Remember the Beto's in Bountiful? We went there after
That
a
one-
concert.
That's a
Takes
Rancheritos.
it.
That's a Beto's.
That one's a Beto.
That
That is
one
for
is a
sure a
Beto's.
Beto's. And they put something extra in there. It
They
is
are-
really good.
They are magical there.
Hey,
It's so true.
But is it just the post-concert hunger?
No, dude, every time I've gone there, it's
You go
phenomenal.
there. You go there and you get a little bit of the munchies.
Maybe they do.
I mean, to give you that, anywhere you eat after a concert is glorious.
Well, yeah. I
but
mean,
we
go to
always end
In-N-Out.
up at a Beto's or Rancherita.
Or In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
Or In-N-Out. Olive Garden.
When
I
the
went
hell
there.
have we ever gotten to Olive Garden?
I went there with Casey.
One time?
That was the same pitch and everything. Olive Garden.
I went there with Casey. But usually Beto's are.
What Olive Garden stays open that late?
It was in Layton.
It'd have to be like 11:30.
It was still open.
Good gracious.
Wow. Props to them.
I think
That was
it was
definitely
one of those
pre-COVID.
times where we got in right before closing, so you're.
So you were those
pissed everyone
DBs?
off, kind of the douche.
Wow.
I always give a good tip.
Why you look at me for that?
Do you really want to know?
No.
Bringing it full circle. Love it. Oh, love it.
No, I don't.
And on that note, we're going to end this podcast. Before we end, again, if we made you laugh, if we made you have a good day,
You have to click it.
hit that subscribe. Check out our memberships if you'd like to support us. And if you're on any of the other platforms where you can leave a rating, please give us 5 stars. Like, it would mean the world to us. We're so small, guys. We need all the help we can get. Share us with your friends, with your family, anyone who could use a little lift up in the day. Is that a word? Lift
Yeah,
up?
we'll
Sure.
Josh Groban the crap out of you.
We'll lift you up.
Raise me up.
So I can stand on mountains.
And you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for being part of this crowd. Love you.
Ciao.
Peace.